I am Rakel-Iren. I am from north of Norway, for those who doesn't know me. And I am writing on this blog called My Way of Living on WordPress. For those who does not know me and have not read my blog, I have this last maybe 5 months been having this personal challenge that I want to rediscover my passion again. And that's what this video is about. Is just the first month in, from the first month, from the very beginning of in the start, the first beginning, and how I went 3 months after and what I feel. And I'm going actually to talk a lot about my mindset, because I discovered that it was my mindset. I needed to do something about my mindset. And I will talk about it a little more later, but my main thing was that I am a perfectionist. I'm literally a perfectionist in my mind. So if I see like this is not perfect, it really annoys me. And the thing is that a lot of my drawings were not perfect. I mean, like 100% of my drawings were not perfect. So I really needed to work on myself, because I had this mindset of completing or success, you can say, or fail. And that was these two options I had. And of course, when you're drawing, you can't think like that. And take it from the very first beginning. When I was a young girl, as a lot of other children, I loved to draw. I was drawing, I was painting, and in my teenagers, I started to become pretty good. I don't have my drawings from that time right now, but I'm starting to have really good control over things. But then I became a mother pretty young. I was 19, and I was still drawing a bit, painting a bit. But as the second and the third child came, it's kind of completely went off. And that's natural. It's completely natural that when you have children, everything else stops. But it also is my children who made me rediscover again my passion for art by drawing and painting. And my youngest son was really into this YouTube painting of these beginner videos, how to make a moon, and kind of, yeah. So in order to help him out, I needed to go back, start doing things again. And in the beginning, I was really frustrated, because if you compare my drawings from in the first month to the one I was actually drawing in my teenager, you wouldn't think it's the same person. It was like, where did everything go? There's nothing there. And the thing is, I have to really start thinking that, okay, this is a process. This is not failing. And I started to, every time I felt I failed a drawing, and that was more or less everyone, I had to like, okay, this is perfect to see the process where I'm going. And I made like this halfway promise to myself, or we can call it a goal. It's like, you can draw one drawing each day. It doesn't matter what. It doesn't matter how well it goes. Just draw one drawing each day, and then I should be happy about myself. And so I did. I was sick in the end of August. Me and the kids were sick a couple of weeks. So then I didn't draw or paint or anything. So, but that's completely fine, because this is not a competition. It's just a process that I made for myself. So I was thinking maybe to show you some of my work from the very first beginning to more or less 2-3 months in. Let's see. Okay. When I was starting this, I also it's like I had this drawing like this. It was really something else in my mind, But the point is that I couldn't manage to make it come out of my head. It was really frustrating. But some of the things I managed better than other. This is also from one of the first days. This is a typical like Norwegian jam glass where it's like the lid makes it the that the container doesn't get any air inside, and then I just made a little man next to it just for fun. But these are my like beginner drawings, and I was like I wasn't too happy about it. But I was trying, really needed to work. As I said, I needed to work a lot with myself in my mind. It was my mindset I work most with. The drawing is just draw. It's like you can draw a line and then you have to draw something. So my point is that it was my mindset I really need to work with. And in the same time, I find like this online course where a guy from Spain, he spoke Spanish, but it was subtitled in English, so it was okay. But he was like how to draw children illustration, because I have this very like one big dream, because I did write a Norwegian children book. It's called, if you translate it, will called The Angry Bear. But the thing is, I want to like write a book and also be able to illustrate my own book. I would be so fun to do. So that's one of my goals. So I signed up for this course, and the thing is, he worked a lot with the creative, how to get ideas and these things, and he made this, you should make all these squares to express the same thing. This is the emotion sad. How do you express the emotion sad? And there's like different ways you can do it. You can be standing in the rain, and the rain can represent the tears, or that someone is walking away, it's cloudy, or you're sitting alone in the road and you are alone in the forest, or the full picture of a person alone. But this was the one I was most happy about, and this was the one I would choose to represent to be sad. And it was a really fun experience, like, or activity, because you kind of need to, it's not so much about the drawing itself, but it's the how many perspective you can take of one thing. And I never thought about things like that before. I just had like these pictures in my mind, and I didn't consider it could be optional ways to see things. And then I just was one coffee place, and here you really see my beginning. There's no depth in this picture. There's no light, nothing. It's just, at least I have a shadow. So, but I really, it's nice enough. But I really feel that it didn't capture what I wanted to draw. And but we are learning, right? And on this also, I thought this was a bit easier because it's just lines. And me and my son was camping in, we were camping in a beach, a beautiful North Norwegian beach here in North. And it's like, here in the North, our summer, we don't have dark, we don't have night, so we have 24 hours of light. And it's so nice to go on beach and camp. So we do a lot of that here. We take our tents and we go to the beach and just enjoying the whole night. You can get like, it's some sort of sunset, even it doesn't get dark. It's a beautiful sunset. And this was I wanted to capture that moment. And I think this I'm actually a bit happy about. And maybe it would turn differently out if I just draw it today. But I am actually happy about this, and I really enjoyed doing this. And the thing is that after a while I did it, even if I was so happy about the outcome, or when I start to reset my mind to see this as a process, and especially when I start to draw things like 1 month in, I started to see, okay, I am actually developing. because that's the great thing of having a sketchbook and put the dates down, because that was something I did. I always put the date like 2nd of August or whatever on all of my drawings. Not necessarily because I was so incredibly proud of all my drawings, but it was very important for me to go back and see, oh, I am actually doing some progress here. It's like, especially if I was drawing something similar I have been drawing before, or if I had like a hang up, because I could have like hang ups on a nose or whatever, and then I could go back and see, okay, this is where I started to draw a nose, and now it's like I'm heading somewhere. Even it doesn't feel like it. This is not how I still want it, but I am getting somewhere. And just to have the possibility to see your own progress was a huge, huge key for me to hold up the motivation, because to draw something every day, and especially after a while, the things I wanted to draw wouldn't take 10 minutes. It wouldn't take 30 minutes. Some days I sit like 3 hours and draw. And that I would never expect before I started this journey of my rediscovering of passion. I would never think that I would spend like between 3 and 5 hours. Now today I can use 5 hours of my day, often not like complete 5 hours from 12 in the day to the 5 in the afternoon. I just draw 1 hour, 1.5 hours in the morning, maybe in the, like, it's kind of spread out during the day. But I would never imagine in my entire life that I would spend almost like a working day some days drawing, and I really, really enjoy it. And you know what, I also realized very early actually in the process that I really enjoy this. I don't know where I want with this. I don't have like a specific goal that I want to live by my art, but you know, when I sit there and go complete into my head, and I kind of disappear, and it feels like I really enjoy this particular moment. And maybe I make a cup of tea to sit next to when I draw, and I usually never manage to drink it up because I'm so into the drawing then. But anyway, I realized early that I am actually doing something I enjoy every single day during the week. From Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm doing something every day I'm enjoying. And when you come to the point where you actually realize, I have something to look forward every single day, and you really start actually enjoying your life in another level. And I feel that I had a pretty good and decent life before. I really felt like I had peace in my life and happiness, but this really made it one level up, or maybe even 2 or 3, because I feel that I understand myself so much more now. What I need, it's like also putting this is my time, this is my value, and people also really need to just accept that this is what I need to do. And it goes in so many different levels during your life. It's not only that you want to do something and create something. It did actually end up go through so much more levels, like through my entire life. So not true, but like it affects so many parts of my life. I have someday I will say something incorrectly in English, because English is not my mother tongue, it's Norwegian. But anyway, this is also from the same course, and this is happy. When in the hair, dancing like crazy in the living room, or just who can be more happy than a baby or a child with eyes? You can't find more happiness than that. But I will continue now, because this post is going to be insanely long if I don't do this. This is actually from a children's book. I don't know what the English name is, about a monkey. And these were so fun. I just tried to kind of copy them as best as possible. It was very fun to make this, and this is one of my drawings that I am not so pleased about, but at this I just have to laugh, because if you see, this is like a combination of like a dog, hyena, it's supposed to be a hyena by the way, rabbit ears and big nose, and I was not super happy about this, but I kind of like it because it's so funny. And but one of my main turnarounds when it comes to, because I have always avoid drawing people, and one of my, I realized that okay, I have YouTube. I will go and find some artist who gives tutorials, just like me and my son was sitting with this painting. And I needed really to go into the thing with drawing humans, like the positions, and just he explained it very well. I will link below his name. His name is Richard Smitheman, but I will link to his to this particular post. But it's like this is like how the tight, you get the tights to be more round instead of square, and how things in the different parts of the body. He kind of took us step by step what to focus on, and I really enjoyed it. And I had draw a woman earlier, and it didn't turn out so good, but I went back and redraw it over the drawing, and it became like this. She had like different hair, because this is kind of representing how the wall always asks us to be something else than what we are. So that's why it is. But back to the drawing. But I really tried to put in what I learned from this part into this. And I do think I kind of nailed it. It's many things I need to develop still, but I was so happy because I saw the first drawing I had, and then I redraw it, and I should have taken a picture or something, but I didn't. And let's see. This is also a very special picture for me, because it's sweet and nice. It's a kitten, but if you can see that the eyes are a bit different, and the ears are also a bit different by the size. And the thing is with this is that I was not happy. I remember it's like I spent so much time on this, and then I was not happy about it. And I realized this was one of part of my, this is in the beginning of August, and I needed to think by myself, like this was one of the drawings that kind of my twist point, or like turnaround, when it comes to seeing this as a process, not like a task who could fail or be complete. And then my kids, I have 3 kids, and I'm a single mother, so I don't have anyone to entertain them. So they also have to accept that this is something I need to do. And they understood very fast, actually, that they have to let me do this. And then they start, and my youngest one and I, we can draw together or paint. And even my middle one, he can also join in sometimes. But my middle one wants, Mom, I have a task for you. You need to draw Donald Duck. And then it became this one. And it's become some sort of a game for them that to give me tasks. Like one time, my youngest one said, Mom, I put the alarm on 10 minutes. You have to draw something. I don't care what or when, but you need to do it. And he put the alarm, and I just draw like crazy because I only had 10 minutes. And of course, everyone wants to draw something good. So I did jump into it, and I started like draw like crazy. Didn't turn out so good. I don't have that drawing right now, but it was super fun, and it's kind of actually including my kids of my own passion, and they kind of start playing with my interest, and I think that's funny. And this is actually also from a tutorial about hands, and hands is so difficult, and this I really need to focus. So if I sit down now, even now, I can't just draw a hand from my head, actually. I also get like more into the basic things, like the shape of the head, if you twist it around and all these things. Because I realized I was missing these things. And sometimes I just having fun. We need a little cow in our life, right? This is also from a tutorial. I will see if I find it and then I will link it below. But there was like one of the drawings to start. This was one of the first drawings I was starting to be okay. This I'm happy about. This is okay. This is okay for my level. This is actually a coffee plant from a magazine we have, like a Science for Children magazine. And I love coffee, by the way. That's one of my big thing. I really want to learn more the process of roasting and everything, but right now, no. But I can draw them, right? And this also is I'm very happy about it because this is the drawing I really understood the tones and the shadows in the face, and this was also a very important drawing for me because this is also like I have like some drawings that I can see them and see, oh, that's when I got that part. That's when I really understood this part. And that's like the tones, the color, the tones in the face, how it kind of shaped the face and all these things. And I really took a lot of time to do that, but I really see that even it had a high price of time, it really made it worth it. I also follow a guy on YouTube called Schaefer. Here I will link below. He also has great tutorials to do in the basic. He speaks about that most of the things has only these four shapes. It's like circle, square, triangles, and oval. I think it's, I don't remember. But it's like based on that you can make things like a hand is a square, but also this oval fingers, and you have the circle, the trunk is the oval part, and he kind of explained a lot of these things. I think I also actually has more drawings. I'm sure it's from him, but it's like I want like to go a little bit back into the basics, so I sure I didn't miss anything, you know. And there I try to kind of make things out of what he explained me, and I just kind of play around in these things. And I'm going to show you some of my other pictures. This, let's see, because I started to be the one around, it was in September, I was drawing from Schaefer. I think I'm pronouncing probably wrong, but I will link it below and then find it. But this Schaefer guy, it was around September I was drawing from him, and then I start something like some other things, and this is actually also in September, but this is from a painting in a calendar, and I'm so happy about this. It's like when you feel you created something, you know, and this I'm very pleased about. It's very clean. It's like it's not so much going on, and it's a bit color, but I don't think the camera takes the color. It's very light colors. And also is this one, and this is the one I realized now I understand more about clothing and how the clothes fold. And I could say, of course, that the hands and the feet I am not so happy about, but there was a lot of things with this I'm happy about. This is a woman on the beach who's doing yoga. I have one more I really wanted to show you is this one. It's in the same time in September, right? And this is a woman who walks. This is also from a picture in a calendar, and it's a woman who walks like are hunting in a mountain. I really am so pleased with this one because I really learn about how to make the mountains seems more real, and to like draw the snow and everything. And let's see, and this is what I draw in October, because this is the time around October. I started, this is the end of October, I started to have these hang-ups on faces, like the nose, and you see it's not great, but I'm starting to try to like understand this. What I learned about the first time, about the tone and everything and shadows, I try to take them from my head, because one thing is to understand them in your head, but then make it in the. And this one is, I guess, in the same time around, and I am happy about this. Don't doubt me on that, because when I had it in black and white before I put colors on it, I was so super happy about it. Like the hair and everything, and even with color, the hair is so, I really feel I nailed the hair, and the shape and the body, and the flowers was also nice. But something happened in the face when I was drawing, and I don't know quite what it is, because probably because it's still an experience. But I'm still happy about this of several reasons. I think I would just trying to wrap things up by some of my paintings, but at first I can show you the picture of two trunks. This is probably in September, I think. I made this, and I think it was just nice and fun. And I was really thinking about the like I have a cabin on an island, and I was thinking about the forest there and some of the trunks we have there. And then I start painting a bit, because I think it's smart to do the several things, so just don't get stuck in one thing. And I don't know where, if I want to have an area where I'm specific in or not, so then I just have to do everything. So I just do whatever I feel in that day. And this is one of the painting I made, you know. I'm happy about it, both the colors and everything. And then we have this one. This is kind of a mix of painting, and it's also called, it's like this sticks, like color sticks, but it's not pencils. I don't remember the English word, but this is also, I was happy about it. It was very fun to make, very fun to make. And I think this is my 3 months. It's very different level, depends on what I were making, because when I make humans, it's more difficult, I feel. But if I draw other things, I think that was easier, and I learned so much. I feel that my technique go from 0 to a bit higher level, but not too very. I'm still a very amateur, but still I feel I have developed so much. And I didn't want to make a movie about the first 6 months, because it will take ages, and we already spend around 20-30 minutes. So I'm not going to hold up on you, but I will make another video of the next from 3 to 6 months. So if you think this was kind of funny or interesting, or if you want to pay attention, I will link below my Instagram or my blog on WordPress, and then you can check out there. On WordPress, my way of living, I have also read about other things, like the interrail trip with my kids, and yeah. I hit the subscribe and like, and I really hope you enjoyed. Bye.